How y'all doing? My name is Amir Cooper,
My name is Ethan Coleman.
and we are here with.
Mimi Harris.
All right, Mimi, we got a couple questions for you. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
All right, starting off, I know you do attend the HBCU, Albany State University. How's your experience being here so far?
My experience has been very amazing. It's been a lot of learning experiences, a lot of growth, challenges, friendships, and just a lot of opportunities that I think I wouldn't have gotten if I went to another HBCU. So,
And do you think coming to an HBCU instead of a PWI shaped that?
yes, definitely. One, because everyone here looks like me, so they see me differently. They know microaggressions, they know different just different experiences that you may encounter, and they also hold you more accountable, in my opinion, because it's like your aunties and uncles back home where they really like just care about you. They give you that tough love that you need and just allow you to fail while also still giving you the backbone to succeed at the same time.
So they come with great support and great accountability. That's what I'm talking about. So, how do you view mental health in the black community?
I view it as something that isn't discussed enough and something that is a very big issue in our community. Just because, especially for black men, like I feel like they don't have the space to be able to be honest and be vulnerable because they have to be seen as someone who's strong and just have this wall up, lead, protect, and all of that. But like also a part of leading is following. A part of protecting is being protected and just being able to have that open space to be able to talk your feelings out, whatever it may be, and like until it's too late, then you like see what the issue is. So I view it as something that should be like just more openly talked about, and just a topic that shouldn't be so uncomfortable to just bring up in any setting.
And as a for expressing ourselves and communicating our emotions, do you think you're able to express yourself freely here at school, and like during your uprising, were you able to express yourself freely?
During my uprising, I was definitely able to express myself freely. My mom always taught me it's just about like not what you say, but how you say it, and your tone and your body language and your facial expressions matter the most. And I think college has definitely allowed me to tap into that as well. But I've learned more so how to shape it for different environments, like different peers that I'm around, different social groups, and just knowing who to talk to, when to talk to them, and how to talk to them. The different verbiage to use, just things like that. So
Okay, then.
And when you say like you speak differently around certain environments and groups, let's use an example of non-people of color. How do you speak?
I speak to them in a way that's simple but like respectful, because when you're meeting someone, like you never know what you may need from them later, or vice versa. So you never want to burn a bridge accidentally or purposefully. So you just like always want to be cautious of how you're talking. Realize that what you may know or what you may see from your perspective, everyone doesn't have that same perspective or that knowledge. So you have to kind of like make things as simple as possible, but not make someone feel like you're like dumbing it down to talk to them. So just make everyone feel equal and like they're still a human when you're talking to them, and get your point across in a respectful way, whether it's like a heated conversation or normal conversations, anything.
And what advice would you give to like the younger generation because social media has like turned things so differently, like making it harder for certain people to express themselves to other people, and they have to watch what they say. So how do you?
I would give the advice of learn to be authentic without oversharing. Like there's a way, especially if you want to get into social media, or if not, but just in general, there's ways for you to be vulnerable and be authentic without letting people know too much about you and your personal life, and just breaking that boundary within others. So you just have to find what works for you and just show how you want yourself to be portrayed.
And how do you think respect goes away in that? Because I know some people open up to certain people and then like they criticize them and they use them type of things against them. How do you think like that criticizes them?
I think you have to take it with a grain of salt. Like it's something that you learn, but you have to realize like the problem isn't with you; it's with the other person that didn't respect your respect. So you just have to know that you can't stop being vulnerable, stop being kind because someone took advantage of it, but just keep using it to your advantage because eventually it'll pay off. And just use it as learning lessons to say like, okay, maybe they use this against me, so next time I'll talk like I'll still I'll still be open and honest, but just maybe like share one or two less statements than I did before, or just figure out what works for you.
Okay, and I'm very familiar with you and the success that you're bringing to yourself, and I'm very proud of that. And congratulations to that. And what are some ways that you like avoid the stereotypes, or are there any like generational curses that you are breaking? And like, what are some ways that you do it? Like, what keeps you going?
What keeps me going is definitely my mom. A stereotype that I try to break is just having like the RBF, the angry black woman, the mean girl persona, because like, anyone just sitting there or standing there with no emotion, like you're gonna look mean, and you can also like come across as fake or like just anything like that. But just knowing who I am, the people who know me, they know who I am, knowing how to still be a light on your off days or your bad days, and just relying on your village to pick you up when you need it. So that's what keeps me going.
Okay, then I'm glad. Shout out my Dukes, man. She keep you going. That's what I'm talking about. And do you think how did like you're a senior, right? All right. So how does it differ from you being a freshman and you being a senior now? Like what how are you like? How did you go more comfortable with being able to like just communicate in your environment and just like being comfortable in your environment in general? Because when you come to college, it's a new thing, new place, new people. So how did you adjust to that? And how have you grown? Sorry.
So how I've grown is really the mindset, and you just have to know like, yes, you're in a new environment, but it's also like you make the environment your own. So when you walk into the room, like you make yourself comfortable, even while in the midst of discomfort. You see who you want to attract to, or see who you want to help, and vice versa. And that's just like kind of how you can like change things for yourself. So that's like kind of what I did for myself, is just like force myself in uncomfortable situations and just know that no matter what change or what adjustment that I'm being forced to take, or if I want to take it, that I can always just make it my own and make the best of it.
That's what I'm talking about. You gotta adjust, people.
Alright. And you mentioned your mom, like the reason why. Did she have any influence on your decision in coming to HBCU?
Yes, most definitely. My mom went to Howard University, so one of the best HBCUs, I would say. I love HBCU. Howard is the best. And just hearing all her stories growing up, all of the relationships that she built, and just knowing like there were some opportunities that she had solely because she went to an HBCU. There were some life skills and just life learning tips that she learned just because she was around people of color for 4 years at an HBCU. So it's just like knowing that and what she was able to attain from that. I wanted that for myself, but just like to follow her legacy, but make it into my own, so I wasn't in the shadow. So she definitely influenced me a lot to go to an HBCU.
I like how you said that. You said like walk her path, but not be like in her shadow. Make it your own path. I like that right there, because I feel like a lot of times our parents can force things upon us, and it's like without them even knowing. It's not on purpose or nothing, but like sometimes they can like be living out their dreams throughout us, and they might not realize it, but we sometimes see that, and it can play an effect on us, because sometimes we start to lose like thought of like what we really want to do, and then it's just mainly what they think. That just goes along with like depiction, and like what people try to put in our heads to think that we're something that we're not. So is there any type of things that you get into besides just being a wonderful queen?
I like to bake on the side. I like to bake these no cornbread honey muffins. I like the cornbread muffins, and I put honey in the middle, let it melt, let it drizzle like through the sides and everything. So I really like to make those. I like to journal. I like to listen to music. I like to just like a lot of things that just like calm the mind or stimulate the mind and just cause me to think. Um, yeah.
Okay then. So when we getting some of them muffins.
When we go to the store.
Okay then, we gotta go to the store then. That's what I'm talking about. You got any more questions for her, brother?
Honestly, you don't. But I love the way you said Howard. I said grandpa.
It's
My
okay.
grandpa graduated from Howard as well, and yeah, he graduated from Albany as well too.
Okay.
So
Come on now.
relating to somebody on that level is amazing, because when I talk about Howard, that's originally the school I want to go to. I am blessed to be here. I love it here. So
The Mecca.
you know it. But I'm glad to see like how you just explained your journey to us, like from a freshman to a senior now. and how bright you are. You're a bright soul, and I don't know you much.
Glowing.
So I'm grateful.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Give them an A, please.
All right, y'all. We appreciate you, Mimi, for your wonderful answers. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you guys for having me. See y'all later.
Peace, y'all.